Good morning, Psycho. Good to see you. Had I known that this chapter dropped yesterday, I would have done it yesterday and I would have knocked it out of the way. But yeah, I was just caught up in so many other things that I didn't even notice that a new chapter of Dragon Ball was out. So, yeah, good morning to you too. Let's go ahead and get the formalities out of the way because we got a chapter to do now. We have One Piece to do at 12. And then we have Zelda to do at 4. So it's going to be a bit of a busy day for me today. Let's go in. Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another live reading of, well, the newest chapter of Dragon Ball Super. Last we left out on, we were still going through how they were adapting the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie into chapters. Now, this is something that I wanted to talk about. Sorry, Denim is very vocal this morning. But this is something that I wanted to address. How is it that Dragon Ball Super superhero gets a full manga adaptation and it's canon? And we're seeing this whole movie being put out on pages, but we couldn't get Resurrection of F, and we couldn't get Dragon Ball Super Broly. We just get told, like, oh, this stuff happened. But that's a story for another time. But we're getting the whole story. We're getting the whole story of Dragon Ball Super superhero instead? Like, I don't know if Akira thought, like, maybe now I'll make it so that this stuff is canon or stuff. I can't begin to imagine what Akira Toriyama was thinking when it came to, these different aspects of Dragon Ball Super being just referenced, and yet we're getting superhero completely in the manga as a full-on arc. Like, one of the most important moments of Resurrection of F was the fact that Frieza not only came back, but also gained the power of Golden Frieza, which then eventually led to him learning that, hey, Golden Frieza isn't enough to beat those filthy Saiyan monkeys, so I'm going to spend 10 years worth of time in a hyperbolic time chamber in canon to become Black Frieza and then just blitz both Goku and Vegeta. That's canon. That section is canon. Him going into that hyperbolic time chamber he found from one of his conquered worlds and becoming Black Frieza is canon. But that's only possible because of Resurrection of F, which is completely left out of Dragon Ball Super. Then we have the whole matter with Broly. Broly's in the manga, but where he's introduced in Super is just referenced. But we can get an entire arc where Dragon Ball Super superhero is turned into its own full storyline. But we can't get the two events that happened in Dragon Ball Super that spurred Vegeta and Goku to become stronger in the first place. Or the one that introduced the legendary Super Saiyan of Universe 7. We can't get those, but we can get the movie with Gohan and Piccolo as a full-on arc. Rant over. I'm sorry. It's just that's something that's been on my mind and I don't quite understand. But, I'm racking my brain over why couldn't we just get those arcs? You can't tell me they weren't important because we wouldn't have Goku and Vegeta training to become stronger than Frieza because of that. Or Broly learning how to channel his rage and power because of those arcs. Because of those. But we get the whole storyline with Gohan and Piccolo, though. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Rant over. It's just that this has been on my mind and I never said anything about it. So, but the one thing I will say, though, is that they are speaking more about Broly's training with Goku and Vegeta with Whis. They are speaking more about his training because it wasn't really mentioned too much during the movie, but here we're actually getting some exposition about it. So, Chapter 93, Operation Kidnap Pan. And then we see Broly clashing with Goku. This is Broly, one of the few surviving Saiyans and one with incredible latent potential. Envious, what? Look at this, look at this, look at this! Now they're Now they're telling the story of Broly. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel. Let's just keep going. Good God, this is not what I thought this chapter was going to lead me into. Envious of young Broly's power, King Vegeta had him exiled to a remote border planetoid. Send him to planetoid Vampa.
Yes, sire.
For 41 years, he and his father eked out meager lives. 41 years. 41 years. I keep forgetting that Goku, Vegeta, and Broly are old. At least in terms of human standards. For 41 years, he and his father eked out meager lives. Mark my words, King Vegeta, I'll have my revenge! One day, Lemo, and Chilai of Frieza's army found them by chance. No way! Are you two really Saiyans? At long last, we're saved! It's been an eternity! Having joined with Frieza, the two Saiyans headed for Earth. Life on Earth had been peaceful for a time, but just after the tournament of power, Goku and Vegeta found themselves battling Broly, who initially struggled against them. And it cuts to Goku and Vegeta just fighting Broly over and over. And then it cuts to Broly's father going, we're in trouble! He'll snap and go berserk if they push him any further!
That sounds like a power-up. Let's test your theory.
And then Frieza kills Broly's dad. And after seeing that, Broly just goes berserk.
Look, Broly! Your dear father was struck and killed by a stray blast! Broly, look! Saiyans be wildin'!
Like, you know that.
Look, Broly! Your dear father was struck and killed by a stray blast!
And Broly sees this and just goes berserk. Surely enough, the death of Broly's father triggered a rampage, granting the Saiyan power that eclipsed Goku and Vegeta's own strength. However, by fusing into Gogeta, the pair managed to overcome even Broly's awesome might. Broly, along with Lemo and Chilai, left Frieza's army and escaped back to the planetoid Broly had come to call home. And then it cuts to Broly in the present day. As he starts channeling power and his eyes go white when he's fully going berserk and he starts destroying the ground underneath him.
Hey, hold on! Slow down, man!
Goes Goku to Broly. And this is the moment that happens in the movie. We know that Goku and Vegeta are going to be stronger, but I'm curious how strong Broly's going to get, but I'm also scared. Well, remember, he is the legendary Super Saiyan. He is the legendary Super Saiyan. Goku's the main Super Saiyan, the main character, but Broly is the Super Saiyan of legend. Legendary Super Saiyans have basically unlimited power. But Broly's problem is that it causes him to go into a berserker state. So, if Broly learns to control that power, he'll basically have infinite power. Because Broly truly has infinite potential to become stronger, and he didn't need his father to wish for him to overcome everything. But Broly starts channeling more and more power, and Goku goes, Hey, hold on! Slow down, man! And then Broly stops. You were about to go nuts again, weren't you? Like I keep saying, you gotta keep that side of you in check. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Any words of wisdom, Vegeta? And Vegeta is just, meditating. You want to help out? You'll get rusty sitting there forever. Silence, don't disturb me. Training through meditation? You of all people? That's new. Jiren,
Broly, Moro, Gas, and now even Frieza. I was shown to be inferior to all these foes of ours in recent years. What did they have that I lack?
Huh. It just means you gotta train your body more, right?
Incorrect. Our physical bodies have long since been honed to their limits. In that respect, our training already made us on par with those opponents.
Wait, really?
The key difference lies in how we wield our power. There's still too much excess, too much wasted energy when we fight. To command 100% of our power, we must force our bodies and spirits to relax outside of the moments when we attack.
Relax?
Attacking in a relaxed state keeps the enemy from reading one's moves. Doing so allows for instantaneous explosive power and will also preserve stamina.
And then Goku is still trying to make sense of it all.
Our foes are capable of that. I am not. So this phase of my training must take place in my own mind.
And then it cuts to Whis, who floats down clapping. Fabulous, Vegeta, I must say, to reach such a conclusion on your own. Focusing solely on oafishly beefing up one's muscles does not amount to proper training on its own, as Whis just leans into Goku saying like, you relying on your muscles purely is not going to cause you to get stronger. And then Vegeta, realizing that he's right, goes, Hey, easier said than done. Your eureka moment is yet to come, Goku. Oh, I know. How about a match between you three boys to test these theories?
3? Broly included? Surely you jest!
He's gotten better, I admit, but you still gotta watch out for this guy. If he snaps, say bye-bye to this planet. And then Broly's all like, sorry. And then Whis continues. Fair point. Just you and Vegeta then. Broly, you will sit back and observe a battle where neither party is permitted to rage out of control.
Okay, sure.
And then someone yawns in the background.
Whis, how long was I napping for?
Good morning. In terms of Earth time, you were asleep for about 4 months.
Geez, I barely slept at all. Not with all this racket and that tasty aroma.
And then Beerus looks over and he sees Broly.
Hang on, I know you.
That would be Broly.
Broly? What's he doing at my place?
Well, Frieza can't show up here, right? We grabbed him from his home planet. We grabbed him from his whole planet for peace of mind and safety's sake. Because if Frieza got a hold of Broly, it would not be good for anyone. Not starting an argument, but that's why I see Vegeta is better than Goku. See, here's the thing. I have to agree with you, Psycho, because Vegeta knows his own limitations, and he actually thinks things through. He's a lot more level-headed at times than Goku, where he doesn't, because Goku sees things for face value when it comes to fighting and basically everything else. Vegeta is more knowledgeable on a lot of things because he actually thinks things through. Goku is basically what you would call the himbo. You know, incredibly strong, but, lacking in the brains. Of course, he has his smart moments, but not enough for it to be a constant thing. Vegeta learns both physically and intellectually. So he's able to think of new things that make sense instead of Goku just being like, if I use this form too long, I lose stamina. So I got to figure out how to circumnavigate that. But he just thinks of it on a purely physical level. He doesn't think intellectually, whereas Vegeta does, which allows him to comprehend concepts a lot better. But then we continue.
Did I say you could bring house guests? This ain't a hotel.
And then Beerus starts smelling something, and it's Limo.
Who are you?
Limo, sir, a former member of Frieza's army. I really appreciate the hospitality.
And then Beerus walks over, and he sees the food, and he starts kind of drooling just a little bit. And then he goes,
that explains the smell. Come here.
Sir?
And then Beerus tries the food that Limo is creating. And then he realizes it's good, and he starts gulping it down.
Ah, dang, that's tasty. What was your job when you toiled under Frieza?
Chores and odd jobs, sir. Sometimes kitchen duty.
Fantastic, you can stick around.
And then it cuts to Chi Lai.
What a letdown. Barely any valuables to be found on this rock.
Oh, Chi Lai, shush!
Hmm?
And then she stops because she realizes she's standing in front of Beerus and Whis.
Ah! Don't mind me, just tidying up.
And who's this?
The name's Chilai, sir. And you're the god of destruction? Beerus, Lord Beerus.
That's right.
The most feared entity in the whole universe.
And then it cuts to Beerus. It cuts to Chi Lai, and she's drawn in a very cutesy, beautiful type style with sparkles all over her eyes. There's so much detail with Chi Lai's face here. And then Beerus drops his spoon staring at Chi Lai, and he just looks, and then Chi Lai looks on, and then Beerus blushes.
Cutie.
So, yeah. Beerus feels some type of way towards Chi Lai. And then Beerus goes,
As long as you like.
and then he just smiles. He just like, and he smiles back at Chi Lai. And then she goes,
Huh?
and then Goku goes, what's going on here? Lord Beerus has a type, and his tastes are shockingly basic. Anyhow, goes Whis, all distractions aside, let's get this match going. Last man standing wins. No transformations, no Kamehameha or other ranged attacks. Are we ready? And then it cuts to Goku's stomach growling. Sorry, maybe we could eat first? I'm starving. Goodness, Saiyans are such characters. As it cuts to everyone just, dealing with the whole situation. And then it cuts to Kami's lookout tower. And then it cuts to Piccolo.
Dende,
Piccolo!
do you know what's going on?
I do. I've been watching from up here.
Well, I need a favor.
How can I help?
I heard that back on planet Namek, the Great Elder drew out Krillin and Gohan's latent potential.
I keep forgetting that in the manga they call Krillin Kuririn. Kuririn. Curin. Kuririn. But it's Krillin. But, well, we people here, we over in America call it, over in the West call him Krillin.
I heard that back on planet Namek, the Great Elder drew out Krillin and Gohan's latent potential.
Yes, I was there to witness it.
I need you to do that for me.
What? You want me to?
That's right. I'm guessing you can. You're the same type of Namekian as the Great Elder. Unfortunately, I won't be capable of that.
Unfortunately, I won't be capable of that until I'm older.
Are you serious?
But hey, why don't you use the Dragon Balls?
The Dragon Balls?
Just wish for the Red Ribbon Army to go poof and vanish. That wouldn't sit well with you in your pride, huh? You could always ask Shenron to draw out your latent potential the way the Great Elder could.
Really? Can Shenron do that for me?
After his upgrade, I think so.
Do I have time to gather them, though?
I believe Bulma already has all 7 in hand. She's been using her ample resources to collect them for years now. She gathers them up and makes what one might call frivolous wishes so that no one else can use them for evil. I was about to call it evil. For evil. Use them for evil. I'm sorry. She gathers them up and makes what one might call frivolous wishes so that no one else can use them for evil.
It's our lucky day, then.
And then it cuts to Piccolo calling Bulma. And since he's not the type of individual to completely know how to use a phone, he always calls people and just holds the phone up from the top. I've never seen anyone be on a phone call that way. I will be shocked if I ever see someone hold a phone like Piccolo does to make a call.
Bulma, it's me again.
I hear you loud and clear. Now, what now?
Do you happen to have the Dragon Balls on site?
Sure do. In fact, I've got the whole set.
Great. I'm sure you went to a lot of trouble finding them, but do you mind letting me use them?
What?
It's important. No doubt your wishes are trivial anyway.
Excuse you, there's nothing trivial about them. But fine if it matters that much to you. Also, I found that comms device, but Whis isn't picking up.
I wonder what's got him so preoccupied.
And it cuts to Piccolo as he's flying down past Korin's tower, and Yajirobe throws him his helmet. You forgot this, Piccolo. Oh, wait, hold on. I was reading too fast. I forgot one panel.
I wonder what's got him so preoccupied. But never mind that. I'm heading your way now. I'll meet you in your garden.
You got it.
And then it cuts to Piccolo, who then flies past Korin's tower. Yajirobe throws him his helmet.
You forgot this, Piccolo. Thanks.
And then he jets off. And then it cuts to Beerus and company eating a whole massive meal while Whis' staff is, hidden behind a tree and he's not able to see that someone's calling him.
Yum! That other dish was scrumptious, but you outdid yourself with this one, Limo.
The earlier stew was a meal for the oracle fish.
You mean you fed me fish food?
And then it cuts to Goku.
Fish food or not, taste buds don't lie.
You want to share some with us, oracle fish?
Nope, mine. Nope, it's mine.
Consider me a fan. Limo's our new head chef. Whis, you're fired.
Oh no, how will I ever go on living? And, Whis just jokes at the matter. Yo, D-Train, good to see you, Captain Kyushu. That's one nickname I will always remember. Thank you, D-Train. But it's good to see you. We're reading through Dragon Ball Super. Then at 12, we're reading the 11th volume of One Piece. And then at 4, we're going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom again. I got a stacked day today, and I can't wait to get started. But it cuts to everyone having finished their food. The Oracle Fish is all stuffed. Goku and Vegeta prepare to face off, with Whis going, "Please begin!" And Goku launches at Vegeta. And Vegeta dodges all of Goku's punches, and they just start clashing against one another. And you see them fighting each other until Goku gets rebonds off of a tree, and he tries to deliver an axe kick towards Vegeta, but he moves out of the way, and Goku winds up destroying one of the trees, like, straight down the middle. Just cleaving. Like, do you know how powerful you have to be to cut a tree down with your foot? Newsflash, a foot is not sharp. But with enough friction, you can basically cut stuff with blunt objects. I've tried, I've learned. But he destroys a tree, and then Vegeta bears down on Goku, but Goku kicks him backwards, and their clash continues. It really is. Okay, so we're really getting much more exposition compared to the movie. We really are getting a lot more exposition about things that happen compared to the movie, because the fighting didn't last this long. It just showed like a skirmish between Goku and Vegeta, or it just happened so fast that it seems like it's taken a while for me, because fights happen incredibly fast in Dragon Ball. But they continue the clash, and Goku tries to kick Vegeta, but Vegeta catches his leg and starts spinning him around and throws him in the opposite direction. And then Goku rights himself after jumping off across another pillar across the lake, and they continue to clash, while Beerus, Whis, and Chilai watch on. And Chilai is right next to Beerus.
Vegeta's moves have changed ever so slightly.
And then it cuts to Vegeta delivering a double foot kick to Goku, sending him flying towards one of the larger trees in the distance. And I say that like it's actually behind me. The fruits of his training, perhaps?
Bleh, this could take a while.
How about some dessert in the meantime?
Such as?
Perhaps some ice cream. Vegeta brought us quite a bit. And then it cuts to Chilai, who goes,
let me go grab that.
And then Beerus looks at her and go like, huh?
I mean, may I go fetch some?
And then Beerus just sees this as a chance and goes,
sure, I'll lend you a hand.
And then Beerus, because he wants to be near Chilai. Beerus wants to be near Chilai. And then Whis, knowing this, goes, oh my. And then Broly just continues to watch as the fight goes on. And then it cuts to Limo, Chilai, and Beerus in the kitchen.
Ice cream, ice cream. Ah, here we go. Hey, Limo,
Yes, sir.
the dishwashing can wait. Come join us for some ice cream.
Really? Thank you. And then Chilai is just there for the ride. She's not even carrying any ice cream because Beerus is carrying all of it. There's multiple tubs of ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in a minute. Like one of those small containers of ice cream, like Ben and Jerry's. I'm gonna get myself some today. I want some ice cream. I'm gonna go out and get myself some as soon as I'm done here. I want ice cream. I want ice cream. I want it. See, Dragon Ball, you done made me hungry. And I still need to eat breakfast too. But Beerus is carrying all of the ice cream. And then it cuts back to Vegeta and Goku. And they continue to clash to the point where they're spinning. They're clashing against each other. Like they're they're struggling against each other. Like with their hands. But they start spinning. And the force of them spinning is causing a whirlpool. Well, basically a water tornado to happen in the middle of the lake while everyone watches on. And then it just cuts to everyone eating ice cream while this fight is going on. Can you imagine sitting with Beerus eating ice cream while you're watching Goku and Vegeta fight? Can you imagine? Just the relaxation. But Beerus is eating ice cream as Beerus goes,
Get over here and dig in, Broly.
and then Broly is not even paying attention to Beerus because he's focusing on the fight.
He's not very social, huh?
And it cuts to the water tornado that Goku and Vegeta are in until Vegeta gets the upper hand, grabs the wrist of Goku, and slams him into the water. With a massive explosion of water as it shoots up into the air. Mind you, an explosion that large can reach everyone near the riverbank, the lake, the beach. But Beerus snaps his fingers, and a big shield pops up over himself, Limo, Chilai, and Whis. Broly not even paying attention to it as the water comes in and washes over everything, including Broly, but Broly doesn't move. He doesn't even break eye contact with what's going on, despite the massive upheaval of water shooting him in the face. He's incredibly focused on what's going on right now. The dude's focus is legendary. Sudden craving for ice cream? I know! I need to see if they got cookies and cream. Cookies and cream ice cream, cookies and cream ice cream or just straight chocolate ice cream is my favorite. I need to see if they got it. I don't get like the big tubs. I get like the ones that you can eat for a snack, like a little smaller tubs. I'm gonna see if they got it while I'm out shopping. I got to do some grocery shopping anyway. But Beerus is still covering everyone with this energy shield while Broly's just sitting there in front of everyone, and he's just smiling, seeing this fight go on. Like this dude is intrigued. Is all like, yes, this is how men fight. Then it cuts to Whis. How thoughtful of you, Lord Beerus, protecting someone in particular, perhaps.
Quit yapping and eat your food.
And then it cuts to Chilai, who's looking around, wondering like, oh wow, we're dry. And then she just looks confused at the conversation between Whis and Beerus. Then we cut to Capsule Corps.
Shenron, come forth, grant my wish.
And this is Piccolo summoning Shenron.
State your desires, and I shall grant. Oh, Master Piccolo.
Aye, Shenron. Can you draw up my latent potential to the limit just like the Great Elder used to?
Yes, of course. Thanks to my upgrade. Is that your first wish?
Make it so.
And then Shenron's eyes glow. And then Piccolo is enveloped in overwhelming power.
Wow. I never knew I held such power.
Now, state your second wish.
I threw in a bit extra.
Oh, wait. No, that's Shenron. I'm reading the panels wrong. He goes,
wow, I never knew I held such power.
And then Shenron says,
I threw in a bit extra.
And then Piccolo just smiles at Shenron's all like, you all right with me, fam? You invited to the cookout the next time we find all the Dragon Balls.
Now, state your second wish.
I feel my face making all these faces whenever I do the voices, and it's like, this is something I do. This is something I do for a living.
Now, state your second wish. That's all from me.
Really? That's all you needed, so I can use the other 2 wishes?
Knock yourself out.
Can you give my booty a minor lift like a girl half my age?
Huh? A simple matter. There. It is done.
She's really, really, really going out here. Like, when I was watching the movie, I was thinking, wow, she's really using the Dragon Balls to get supernatural cosmetic surgery. She is literally keeping herself young with the Dragon Balls. It's no wonder Bulma looked extra thick when we saw her in different promotions and things. It's because she's making these wishes. Or cookie dough ice cream. Ooh, that's another good one. I'll look out for that one as well. I've never been one to eat cookie dough ice cream before. I think I had it once, but it's been so long I forget the taste. So I'll keep an eye out for that as well.
And for the 3rd wish, how about you get rid of these crow's feet, but make sure it looks natural?
Hey, wait just a minute.
Why?
Why not something that matters more?
Well, excuse me for living. Actually, make my eyelashes 2 millimeters longer, could you?
Very well. It is done.
Thanks!
Farewell, Master Piccolo.
And then Shenron disappears into a beam of light and goes in 7 different directions as the Dragon Balls go into different corners of the earth. And then it cuts to Piccolo again.
Are all your wishes like those?
You got a problem?
Nope. You do you.
At least, like, even though Piccolo may question it, he's all like, hey, I ain't got no right to say nothing. You just do what you want. I live off of water anyway. I ain't one to judge. But then Bulma goes,
Oh no! Crap!
What now?
We should have wished to summon Vegeta and Goku back here!
Ugh! You just had to get a butt lift instead.
What was that? You didn't think of it either!
I better infiltrate again and figure something out.
and then it cuts to Piccolo as he flies off. And inside of Capsule Corp, Trunks has seen him fly off.
Yo, Goten, Piccolo was just at my place, and I got a feeling something big is going down.
Yeah? You mean it?
Get your butt over here, dude.
But I'm grounded. My mom won't let me go anywhere but school.
Just say we're gonna have a study session or whatever.
Okay, I'll make it work.
Cool. See you soon. And don't forget your transformation watch.
And then it cuts back to the stronghold of the Red Ribbon Army. Next, how about because remember, it's magenta.
Next, how about we go after Son Goku and that Vegeta fella?
I'm afraid our spies haven't managed to locate them.
Tch. I really want to take out one of those heads honchos before they start plotting against us.
And then it cuts to one of the members of the Red Ribbon Army, who, as Piccolo slips back in, "Where were you?"
Restroom, stomach troubles.
Oh, feeling sick? You are looking a bit green.
And then Piccolo notices that his visor's still up, so you can see his green face underneath, and he puts his visor down.
No, I'm okay.
Well, speak up before you crap your pants, okay?
Yes, sir.
Then it cuts back to Carmine, who goes, "Why not target Son Goku next? Why not target Son Gohan next? He's Son Goku's son."
Huh?
The man poses as a simple biologist these days, but years ago our spy cameras filmed him killing Cell, even as a child. He was a force to be reckoned with. He may grow into a powerful threat if left unchecked, so we should strike now.
I hear ya, but I don't want the world catching on to our operation until Cell Max is ready to rumble, so we can't be causing a ruckus on the city streets.
That presents a problem. Gohan rarely leaves his hideout.
Why not have him fight right here on our home turf?
Here, sir.
This Son Gohan mook has a little girl.
And this catches Piccolo's attention, because this same little girl is someone that he tends to be in charge of taking care of and picking up from school and basically doing everything that Gohan and Videl should be doing. Just saying. Just saying. That was not on purpose. That was not on purpose.
So we kidnap the brat and use her to lure Gohan here, alone.
Yes, I see. Then it cuts to Dr. Hedo.
Enemy or not, kidnapping a child is reprehensible. When I want a scientist's opinion, I'll ask for it. Capiche? Hey, soldier number 3.
Yes, sir.
Pick 2 of you guys to nab Son Gohan's girl and bring her here.
Yes, sir. You up for this, 15?
Sure thing.
Can I join the mission too? And this is Piccolo speaking up.
Pipe down, rookie. Don't speak out of turn.
I happen to live near Son Gohan, so I've seen his daughter before.
You've laid eyes on the target? That's odd. How are you so sure it was her you saw?
She's also the granddaughter of Hercule. Everyone knows him.
Makes sense to me, but a fresh recruit like you isn't cut out for a mission of this caliber.
Then Magenta pipes in. Thank goodness the Shadow Dragons aren't canon. Then Magenta pops in. It is interesting that the Shadow Dragons aren't canon.
Nah, if he can recognize the girl's mug, then he's the man for the job.
Yes, sir. Understood. And then Dr. Hedo eats his Oreos in peace. Then it cuts to the ship, the Red Ribbon ship that Piccolo and this big muscly dude are flying in.
This could be the perfect chance to snap Gohan out of his slump.
Not much for conversation, are you? You nervous?
I guess so. How is this kidnapping going to work?
Her school should be over for the day pretty soon. Her mom or whoever's gonna show up to get the girl, we wait. Her mom or whoever's gonna show up to get the girl.
Her mom or whoever's gonna show up to get the girl. I was reading that sentence wrong. My inflection was wrong. I apologize.
Her mom or whoever's gonna show up to get to her mom or whoever.
I keep reading it wrong. I keep reading with the wrong inflections. I'm sorry this is ruining your immersion.
Her mom or whoever's gonna show up to get the girl.
I honestly feel like I'm not reading it the correct way. The tone is not right.
Her mom or whoever's gonna show up to get the girl. We wait for the right moment and bam, we nab them.
That's commas. Those are commas. I thought those were periods. That's the reason why my inflections was wrong. Oh my goodness! It's so tricky to see the difference between a period and a comma in all of the manga that I read. It's usually in Dragon Ball Super where the commas and periods look pretty much the same. I was reading it wrong because I thought the sentence ended there, but it's just a comma.
Her mom or whoever's gonna show up to get the girl, we wait for the right moment, and bam, we nab them both.
That's how the sentence is supposed to be read out. Dang it, the font size is messing with me. I apologize.
You hanging in there?
Huh?
I heard from number 79 about your tummy troubles.
Right, that.
We're nearly there, so don't have an accident in the vehicle, okay?
Okay.
And that is the end of chapter 93 of Dragon Ball Super. Once again, apologies for just reading that whole sentence wrong, because the font, just the periods and punctuations messed with me. But we're getting more of Dragon Ball Superhero in terms of these manga pages. I don't know how I feel about this whole movie, which is apparently canon, being turned into an arc when Broly's movie and Resurrection of F didn't get their own arcs, they just got referenced. And Broly's story got referenced even more in this one chapter, but it wasn't a full-on explanation, or literally the fact that we see Gogeta for the first time, and it's just referenced. I'm just saying. Once again, I'm not using puns. I'm not using puns when I say saying, but I'm just saying, I don't know how I feel about some movies being referenced, but they don't get arcs. But this movie is literally getting its whole arc. And sure, Broly's movie and his whole stint got referenced once again. It's still not a whole arc, though. Like, all of Broly, like, it's not even referenced. We get told the entire story of Dragon Ball Super Broly in this one chapter. So that pretty much means that we're never going to be able to see it at all. They literally just brought how things started for Dragon Ball Super Broly and how it ended in the very first few pages of this one chapter. But Dragon Ball Superhero gets an entire arc on its own? But we can't get Resurrection of F or Super Broly, which saw new people get new powers and see I don't know how I feel about how this managed to get like a whole arc on its own, but we couldn't get the others. That's just how I feel. Maybe I'm complaining. Maybe I'm just complaining, but I'm just not a fan of it. That's just how I feel. I'm just not a fan of how this story of all gets its own full set arc, but we don't get anything for Broly or Frieza in terms of having a whole arc. And you can't say that they're important because many of the moments that happened leading up to this arc are in fact important for the story. Such as Golden Frieza, and Frieza getting beaten as Golden Frieza, and then resolving himself to want to become Black Frieza. That's important to the story. Then we have the whole matter of Broly being introduced. They just skim through it. They just basically skim through it. And now we're not going to get like a full exposition of it. At the very least, maybe like 1 or 2 chapters. It didn't even have to be a whole arc. But, you know, it not just being told through backstory and narration and flashbacks. I would have preferred that it could have just been short moments. It could have been shorter than the whole time we were paying attention to Gohan and Trunks during their superhero days in high school. We could have had something like that, but I just don't know why this is getting a whole storyline of its own and the others couldn't. But maybe that's just me. I can't speak for everyone in terms of this. I can't speak for everyone. This is just my own personal opinion. If you feel like this is justified, especially considering what Gohan and Piccolo are going to get later on, then sure. But for me, from a story standpoint, I feel like Resurrection of F and Dragon Ball Super Broly could have been turned into like at least mini stories that would have led into other moments, other arcs. I'm just thinking that it could have been done that way instead of just being like, hey, this stuff happened in the background, but that's a story for another time. I don't know. It's just me. But that's just my reaction. I just been thinking about that whole matter as a whole ever since we got the whole first chapter of when this Dragon Ball superhero arc started. I was just thinking, that's just been something that's been on my mind that I didn't think made sense. But I'm droning on. I got stuff to do. I got groceries to get. I got things to prepare for before we get started with the rest of today's festivities. But to everyone here, D-Train, Kohagen, and, D-Train and Psycho. Kohagen's not here. But D-Train and Psycho, thank you. And everyone else who showed up, thank you for coming to my reaction of the newest chapter of Dragon Ball. I'm looking forward to the next one, but that's where I'm going to call it. So to everyone here, it is an immense honor and pleasure to be your entertainer. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share this stream with everyone you know, because the more the merrier, and because I'm going for 100,000 subscribers. And maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.